What some may see as an ugly mess of lines could be so much more if we open our minds. Join me on my journey if you have a big heart. Come on, let's go. It's the art of the chart.
Hi, I'm Zachy Hennessy. Welcome to Art of the Chart. Here at BLOCKTV, we believe that there's beauty in everything. That's a motto that I just made up, but I think that it applies to a lot of our segments. Now, this segment in particular is very special because we're going to be taking a look at some technical analysis charts and really trying to find the inner beauty that we can, kind of parse out from within. So, join me, won't you? I have a chart here that I found. It's ELA, and that stands for Elastos. And if you take a look at their Twitter account, which I have open here, it says, Elastos is creating a completely modern internet infrastructure powered by blockchain technology. Decentralize the internet, own your data. Doesn't really mean anything, but we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna take a look at what we've got here. So I'm just gonna zoom out kind of to give an idea. I think this is a great start. So you can see here on the left side, actually let me zoom back in while I explain this. On the left side here, we have like a very great situation going on for the coin. And as you can see here at June 22nd, it takes like a harsh dip, which is interesting because it coincides with Bitcoin hitting over 10,000. So who knows, maybe there's a correlation there. That's not what I'm here to talk about. What I'm here to talk about is I see a wonderful curve, I see some beautiful spikes, and I see like a nice slope down there at the end, and we're gonna see what we can do with that. Now I went ahead and took the liberty, and again I'm gonna zoom back out. We took the liberty of making a little trace here of this line, as you can see here, and I did it in like a kind of a cyan kind of blue. And as you can see here in the corner, oh maybe you can't, that's fine. So I'm gonna take, I have a little palette up here with my colors ahead of time because I found a color, complementary color system that I really think is beautiful, and you're gonna see that by the end of here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this starting line and we're just gonna kind of see where it takes us, right? So I think the first step is to take kind of this here and kind of arch it around and just make like a curve, something like that. Okay, and I think that's that's a fairly simple start. And we're just gonna take it and kind of go back this way. And I think that that's a really great beginning. And that's something that we can really work with. And I think, with the announcement of Libra, Facebook's Libra, it's their new cryptocurrency that everybody's hot and talking and bothered about, as they say. I was thinking about the Zodiac a lot. Libra, it's part of the Zodiac. And one of the unsung heroes of the Zodiac is Cancer. You hear a lot of people talking about it in a negative way, and understandably so. It's got a horrible disease named after it. But I think if you really take a closer look, you'll find that there's some beauty in the astrology of it, right? So we're just gonna kind of make a little homage to that, I think. And that's kind of what we're doing here, kind of making these kinds of situations. Now that's really powerful. This is kind of a big kind of claw situation. We got some eyes going on, another claw. No crab would be complete without 6 legs. Interesting that they have 6. They're kind of like a bug in that sense. But, there we go. Okay, that's great. That's beautiful. And we got a little foreshortening on this leg here, as you can see. It's when something's going towards the camera, you don't see all of it, so it looks like it's really dinky, but really I drew it very well. So we're gonna leave that there, and then one final adjustment before we go on to our coloring, which I think is really gonna pop today. We're just gonna give him kind of he's dissatisfied a little bit because he's been getting a bad rap. And I think that's really great. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna take a good color here. We're kind of gonna increase our brush size just a tad, and we're just gonna kind of start wherever and just see where it takes us. Let's start back here and just kind of, go on in. I'm actually gonna make one adjustment here. There we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, and we're just gonna kind of fill in as we see fit, right? And while I'm filling in, I thought I'd give you an update. on these birds I keep talking about. I have these birds on my windowsill. There's a mama bird, we call her Bird Mom. And she, last month she laid a couple of eggs on our windowsill, and we've kind of been keeping up with watching that as we go out to water our vegetables. And one bird hatched and then died, and she came back and she blessed our home with another egg, which she's currently working on. So we're very excited for her to be able to see what she brings of it. And that's kind of the big to-do at our home right now. So very excited about that. So our coloring is basically complete here. Next step, we got to give him kind of a, I feel like the eyes are, they say it's the windows to the soul. I think it's it's where expression really happens. So I think he's going to be kind of, you know what? I like the idea of he's kind of looking down. Maybe. Yeah, let's give him even more expression here. He's kind of looking down. He's kind of like, oh, dang, still at it, right? He's kind of got a case of the Mondays, as they call it. But I think that's really strong, and we're going to kind of finish there. I think the next step is, of course, to come back to our lines here, and we're going to give that a little John Hancock, as we so often do here. We're going to go, let's sign it up here. Z-A-C-H-Y. Zachy, and that's me. And last step is we're going to give him a name, I think. And after meditating on it it's been about 4 seconds, I think we're going to call him Crumpert. That's going to be his name. He's going to be Crumpert the crab. And I think that, just like Crumpert here, we're going to have to learn to cope with some of the bad times, and sometimes, you get a bad reputation, you get a little bit of a bad rap. Yeah, there it is, Crumpert. And I think that's really something special, and he's taught me a lesson, and I hope he's taught you a lesson as well. Just like the chart has, sometimes there's a fall in the chart, and you just gotta keep climbing slowly back up. That's really nice. Well, it's always a pleasure being able to analyze these charts with you. If you want to analyze along with me, make sure you do so. Interpret it however you like, and just make sure that you send it to us over at BLOCKTV News on Twitter. On behalf of me and all of BLOCKTV, thanks for painting, and we'll see you next time.